Well, I mean, holy shit, dude.
Yeah. I know.
What the fuck is going on in the world?
Well, there's a spiritual war underway, which I didn't take seriously enough, and you can't understand anything that's happening unless you understand that.
I leaned out. Just like we were talking about this, I just had to lean out. I can't tell what's real anymore. We talked about that on your podcast. It just keeps getting fucking worse. And you know, I'm just looking for, you know, I'm just looking for something that I can have an impact on. And it's getting hard to find.
Well, you know, it's hard to gauge the impact of really anything because our timeline is totally distorted. And at least I'll speak for myself. I always think that if I say something that's true, it will have an immediate effect. And there is a kind of vanity to that. Like, can't anyone hear what I'm saying? Like, I already showed that's a lie. Like, why aren't you adjusting your behavior? And it's like, well, because I'm not God, actually. I'm not in charge of anything. I'm a podcaster, which is important to remember if you're me, because there is so much vanity. People are always like, oh, it's so important what you're doing. And it's like, really? If I was doing something useful, I guess we wouldn't be here, would we? And that is so frustrating that I opted. We had the song Conversation, wonderful, which I wish was on tape because it was so deep. But I know.
Don't worry, everything on Breakfast is recorded.
Should have said that. But no, I mean, I know the feeling so well. And you were saying, I can't even deal with this. I don't want to deal with it. And I said, oh man, in June after the United States government bombed the nuclear facilities to really no effect, let's be honest. I was so frustrated and disappointed and mad that people aren't listening to me. I kind of retreated, and I live in a place where you can retreat to our fishing camp, which I sincerely love, but really its signature quality is its remoteness. It's not near anything at all. And we did have Starlink put in a couple of years ago. So you could text from there. So like, why wouldn't you go there on all your off hours with your dogs and just like live alone in the woods? So I literally did that. And then in September, you know, Charlie Kirk, who's my friend, was murdered. And with the encouragement of another friend of mine, I began to realize that what I was doing was totally self-indulgent. And we're not here to enjoy solitude in the woods or enjoy our fishing camp, the fruits of our labors. It's a very cheap fishing camp, but still it's like so close to my heart. And what I really love about this country and my life is being in the woods. So, but that's not why we're here. That's totally self-indulgent. Just because my deepest desire is not hookers and blow. And I can
anymore.
Anymore. No, but I can tell myself, and I have literally said out loud to people around me, like, really my darkest sin is I like to sit, you know, far away in the woods up near Canada with my dogs and fish and maybe have an occasional cigarette or whatever. But that's as naughty as I get. I've got nothing to apologize for.
Why do you say that's a big sin? That's your biggest sin.
Well, I would be joking. I would say, look, you know, okay, yes, I do like, I mean, we had a, family drama over Starlink. I don't want Starlink. But it was like, well, then no one knows where you are. And I'm like, well, right.
That's the fucking point.
Right, well, I did give in, which is a mixed blessing. But anyway, the point is, I would always say the worst thing I want to do is retreat from the world into the woods and fish or hunt. I mean, those are truly my deepest desires.